Corporations think you're poor and stupid for buying their products. So Granny's taking it upon herself to recreate every one of them and show you how to make them at home. On today's menu, beefy mushroom. Before we start this recipe, we're gonna make sure that all of our vegetables are very finely chopped. These need to be very finely chopped because we're making the condensed style soup and you don't really want these to be a bite of the soup, mostly just flavor. Add a drizzle of oil and cook these for 6 to 8 minutes until they drop their water and shrink down. Mushrooms are mostly water, so we need to cook these until they shrink down and the pan stops looking wet. If you rush this step, your soup is gonna taste weak because all that flavor is still trapped inside the water. Make sure to add a pinch of salt in here just to help these break down a little bit quicker. Go low and slow here. We're not looking to brown these, just sweat. All this water right here, this is what we're trying to cook out. Butter and onion go in. We're gonna cook that onion for 4 to 5 minutes until they get soft. You want these to be soft and sweet, not brown. Brown onions might taste good, but that's not what we're going for here. Slow and steady is the key here. You wanna make sure that you're cooking everything nice and soft so that everything stays mellow just like the can. If you cook it faster and on a higher heat, you're not getting to the can faster, you're getting to disappointment faster. And now it's time to build our roux, so we know what time it is. This is why your can is gonna feel thick. You wanna cook the flour just long enough to make it safe and lose the raw taste. If you let this cook too long and get too dark, you're building a different flavor. Still probably a delicious one, but that's not what we're looking for today. And here's how you're gonna avoid lumps here. When we build a roux, that flour is gonna stick together in little clumps and make your end results very nasty. You want to stream this in slowly while whisking fast. Doing this process slowly is what's gonna keep those lumps out and keep your final product edible. They don't call me Granny No Lumps for no reason. Nice and smooth, exactly what we want. Add your additional water and bring this up to a gentle simmer. Gentle! If you bring this to a boil, it's gonna thicken too fast on the bottom and it's just gonna stick. This right here is what you're looking for when you're looking for a gentle simmer. Once that comes to a simmer, we're gonna add in our seasonings and simmer for an additional 2 to 3 minutes until thickened. This is where this is gonna stop tasting like mushroom water and taste like beefy mushroom. Worcestershire and your soy are gonna give you those deep flavor notes that you're looking for without having to roast this all day. Your sugar is gonna round the edges. It's not gonna make it sweet. And then your optional booster of MSG is gonna give you that true can vibe. It's optional. Nobody's forcing you to put it in there. I'm just telling you what works. This additional few minutes of simmering, it's not only gonna thicken the soup, but it's gonna allow those flavors to marry nicely. When you can run your spoon through and see just a little bit of that pan behind your sauce, like so, you know you're ready to go, but you can obviously thicken this to whatever preference you're happy with. As long as that's thick enough to coat the back of a spoon and split correctly, you're good to go. Keep in mind that it will thicken as it cools, so we're not looking to make a paste here. Now we're almost there, hang with me. If you want this to be 100% can true, we're gonna hit this with an immersion blender for one final step. If you do this in your pot like I do, lean your pot to one corner so that all your larger contents will soak to one end. Put this immersion blender into the soup, then pull your trigger. If you remove this immersion blender from the sauce while this trigger is being pulled, you're gonna visit your local burn unit. Please be careful. You wanna make sure that you blend this until it's nice and smooth and you don't see any more mushrooms. If you leave mushrooms in here, it's still great. You just made mushroom soup, not condensed beefy mushroom. When you wanna use this like the can, you can always thin it while reheating it. 1 can of broth or water while reheating this, and this becomes a casserole base, a great soup, or even a delicious gravy base. This is such a versatile condensed soup that every kitchen on the planet should have it on hand. Having things like this on hand is how you take those busy weeknights and turn them into delicious meals at home in just a few minutes. Meal prep isn't just grilled chicken and rice in the fridge. Sometimes it's building those simple bases that save you 12 minutes every night of the week. Granny loves you. Stop overpaying for the can.